Namaste, pranams, and a very good morning, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, and friends. Welcome to the 34th day of Being Heartful Every Day. The quality for this week that we have been practicing and learning how to imbibe in our lives is transcendence. Today's theme is all about opening our hearts to inspirations. We have been receiving guidance through what we have been reading from the spiritual literature of heartfulness, as well as the messages from revered Babuji Maharaj. As revered Daaji, the global guide of heartfulness, often says, there is a wealth of knowledge, there is a wealth of information, there is a wealth of wisdom lying in the scriptures, lying in the spiritual literature of every religion, of every system of heartfulness itself. So, if this wealth of wisdom is right there, what makes it enter our hearts, make a difference to us, open up new levels of understanding, and become a part of our journey of transformation? It is the opening of the heart. When my heart is open and I am doing a meditative practice that allows the heart to receive, that allows the heart to expand in its ascent of consciousness, what happens is the receptivity increases and we find gradually a sense of discernment awakening in us. And all of that, the key lies in the opening of the heart. So today, let us explore through our heartful activity and also the guidance that we will read via the inspiration from revered Babuji Maharaj on how this opening of the heart can play a key. Yesterday, we learned about overcoming selfishness. So, what will happen when we will overcome the selfishness? A state of selflessness will start to gradually unfold in our lives. If we put all of what we have been reading and absorbing and imbibing over the last few days, we find that the sense of love, peace, fulfillment, balance, contentment, selflessness all comes when we gradually begin to put the other's needs before ourselves. So, as we have all benefited from these inspirational messages, let us open our hearts and do this act of thinking about the others as we move ahead on our personal journey and share this link with our loved ones. These inspirational messages from revered Babuji Maharaj come daily to our inbox if we subscribe to a whisper a day. The link to this is given on the screen here, and it will also be available in the tasks on the Heartfulness app, as well as in the link description of this YouTube session that we are all watching. We can also encourage others who we feel will benefit from these messages to subscribe to this special service. As another part of the activity for today, let us reflect on the openness and attention of our hearts with which we have been reading and assimilating these messages. Let us try and see and compare two different times when we may have read these messages, or perhaps even more times. For those of us who have access to these messages from previous times, there could have been a day when, just for the sake of reading it before or after meditation, we may have opened the inspiration and read it through mechanically and ticked off a task on the checklist that yes, I read my inspiration for today. How did we feel? Did we find any difference because of the inspiration that we read? Versus another day, another situation where we may have sat down, taken the pause to connect to the heart, bring all our attention and receptivity towards welcoming that inspiration in our lives. And with a humble and prayerful heart, we would have come to a state of meditation, attention, and openness, and then read that inspiration. Let us try and reflect and see what was the state after reading this inspiration. Did we feel a connection to it? Did we feel it led us to understanding our own life, the spiritual journey, even better? And like it happens for me, when I am most in need of guidance for a particular situation that I may have been facing in my life at that time, reading this inspiration just seems to be like the answer to my prayers, like the guidance that I had been waiting for, that I needed to hear and receive. So there is all the difference that comes with the openness and attention of the heart when we read these messages. Let us reflect on how we might now refine our approach to absorbing them. Our Heartfulness Guide, Daaji, Shri Kamlesh Patel, suggests that we can make notes of the salient points that pop up to us when we read these whispers or these inspirations, as we call them, from revered Babuji Maharaj. As another part of the activity, let us feel free to reread any of these inspirations that made a particular appeal to us this week, and then again share it with another person in our lives who may also benefit from it, which is something that I do all the time. Sometimes we read an inspiration and it is so profound that we feel that we want to share this wisdom, this guidance that we are receiving with another person who may also benefit from it for a similar situation or just in general. So we have this wonderful, heartful activity for today. And with this, let us now move to reading the inspiration that awaits us for today. And by now we know how do we prepare ourselves for receiving this inspiration from revered Babuji Maharaj. So let us close our eyes. Connect to our heart. And bring in ourselves a state of welcoming receptivity, a state of humble prayerfulness, a state of preparedness, a state of love, as we prepare to receive this inspiration that is much more beyond words. It is a guidance at the inspirational, at the vibrational level itself. So let us bring into our hearts a state similar to the heart of the scribe when these messages were received. Whispers from the brighter world, Beloved Master, revered Babuji Maharaj, Tuesday, December 2nd, 2003, 10 a.m. How could we avoid repeating ourselves? Have you assimilated 1/10 of our comments? As each one of these repetitions only reaches a restricted part of your understanding, we strive to present to you our principles in many ways. Given that your process helps you make progress, our comments are likely to be understood. Reading a message is the easiest aspect in this matter. But to which extent does it strike a chord within you? In which frame of mind and of heart are you when you read these messages? This aspect is important. There are many ways of reading. What is your inner state? Are your worries left aside, your thoughts purified, and especially, is your heart open to the divine love, the love of your Master, as well as that of your brothers who are engaged in the same struggle, whether they are following a spiritual process or not? Divest yourself of useless aspects. Be receptive and surrender to forces guiding you according to your aspirations. Leave your prejudices aside. Do not put barriers between our work and yourself. We end our recommendations there. We do not want to impose anything. That is not our purpose. We only intend to draw your attention to an attitude aimed at helping you in your progress. It is bit by bit that we advance, and that your spiritual universe is built without complicated formulae, without ritual or mantra. You are progressing freely in your own way. It is your strength and your choice. Be open, receptive, and determined. The process is very simple. There is no need to add any mental constructions to it, as most human beings like to do, incompetent to follow a genuine way in pursuit of the Absolute. This quest requires a certain inner strength. It seems that you have it. Babuji Maharaj. Let us close our eyes and take this pause to assimilate the guidance for today. Let us offer our gratitude the humble feeling of gratefulness for all the love and the care of our guides who are always ever present to show us the way, to help us refine and progress further on the spiritual path. If we wish to take a few moments to note down any specific guidance that is for ourselves and note it down in our diary, we may take a few moments to do so. Retaining this connection to our hearts and to the vibrations of this guidance from revered Babuji Maharaj. Let us now prepare to meditate together. The source of the divine light, love, is deep within our. We are being drawn deeper into the source of the light within the heart. With a state of prayerful reverence, let us now meditate together. continuing to feel absorbed. Let us now become aware of the feeling and condition of the heart. Let us feel this condition deeply at all levels: physical, mental, emotional. Let us now enliven this beautiful condition and feel it deeply in every part of our being. Relish it with a feeling of gratitude. This condition is now being imbibed and absorbed into every cell of our body, every part of our subtle being. Now, this condition is expanding outwards to our surroundings, to the whole world. Feel it radiating outwards and becoming absorbed in every particle, every part of our surroundings. We are now dissolving into this condition, and only the condition now remains. Let us set an intention that we will remain connected to this inner condition of the heart throughout the day today, making it the basis, the foundation from which all our thoughts, words, and actions arise. Let us now open our eyes and take a couple of minutes to note down in our diaries the experience of this meditation. Let us try and put a name to the condition that has been bestowed upon us and any other guidance that we feel was received. With this beautiful meditation, setting the tone for the day and setting a wonderful moment with which we can go through the rest of the day, connecting and reconnecting to this inner condition, to the heart. Let us once again offer our gratitude for the inspiration that we continue to receive. Let us not forget to take some time out to do the heartful activities for today and also share the link to the 3 master classes with our friends, acquaintance, and colleagues at work and anybody we know. With this, until we meet again at 8:50 p.m. for the universal prayer, wishing everyone a very wonderful, heartful day. Namaste.